Hello and welcome back to Kentucky Home Garage. Today I'm going to show you how to replace the coil on AC compressor from 2005 BMW X5 3.0 engine. This is going to be the same for 2000 up to 2006 BMW X5. This compressor is located on the bottom of the engine on the passenger side. This job can be done with the compressor in the car, so you don't have to disassemble your AC system. In order to do that, you'll have to take your fan shroud, upper radiator hose. You'll have to drain your cooling system. You're going to have 3 bolts. There's one here, there will be one here on the bottom, and one here on the side, at the very end actually of the compressor. You'll have to take those bolts out to get your AC compressor loose, and then you have to kind of push it back as far as you can, so you're going to have enough room to work at the front of your compressor. It's a little tedious to do it, but it can be done. I would also recommend, if you're going to do that, is to take a piece of cardboard and put it on your radiator to protect your radiator, because you're going to be very close proximity from the radiator, so you don't scratch, you don't damage your radiator. This is a coil, only one wire. The power gets, the voltage is applied from HVAC module, climate control module, and it's grounded through the body of the AC compressor itself. The easiest way to diagnose an open circuit in this kind of case, I use my power probe. I put my ground lead on the AC compressor itself, and you can see when I touch it, I have a ground on my compressor. Now, if you have a continuity on your coil, you should have a ground again, and I don't have it. So basically, I have an open circuit. Other thing we can do, we can check resistance on it real quick, and I'm going to put one lead on the body of the compressor, and I'm going to touch another lead to the coil, and we have 2.1 mega ohms, basically an open circuit. So now we need to take this coil out. I don't have a new coil to replace it with, but in this video I want to show you guys how to take everything apart and then put it back together. Now, right here you see it's your clutch, then you have a pulley, and behind it you have your coil. Your clutch, simply you're going to have a bolt that's connected to the shaft of the air compressor. Now, when you work in the car, and this of course is going to spin, it's going to have a hard time to hold your pulley in a place that you can get this bolt loose. So what I like to use is just this chain wrench, and I'll just wrap it around like this. You don't have to keep it too tight, but it helps to hold your clutch in place. There you go. And now I'm going to take the wrench, I'm going to get this bolt loose. And this wrench really helps when you work when your compressor is on the car, on the engine. It's very difficult to hold everything. So now you just take this bolt out, and next you're going to take your clutch off. Now you have to be careful. Once you pull the clutch out, right up in here, you're going to have a spacer. You have to make sure the spacer stays in there. Usually it stays pretty good. It's right here, and that's what keeps your clutch separated from the pulley of the air compressor. So don't lose that piece, because you will not be able to put all this back together. Now, next, you're going to have a snap ring in here. Let me zoom it in a little bit. Okay. So you'll have to take the snap pliers and sorry for the camera. All right. So take the snap pliers, put it in there. Make sure it's already loose. There you go. So now we get your snap ring out with your pliers. The next step will be to pull your pulley off the compressor. Now, just need a puller. The smaller the better. This is the big one. I can use this one right now because I'm working in the shop. But if you work in the if you're inside the engine compartment and you can actually rent one from AutoZone, so that's specifically made for this kind of work, it will be a lot easier to do it. So now, I'm just gonna put your jaws around the pulley. Like this. What I like to do now, this is kind of heavy and if you work by yourself now, it could be a little bit difficult when you move things around. So sometimes if I have a hard time to keep the pulley in a place, I'll just use again my chain wrench. I'm going to just wrap it around the jaws of the pulley, and it's kind of clamped it. And this is going to keep my my pulley in a place. There you go. Now, if you work by yourself and you can't, having a hard time to get everything together, just put this around your jaws of your puller, and you can slide this out. So now I'm gonna pull it out. There you go. Sorry. Got to pull her out. The pulley. Now we're going to have another snap ring that holds coil in a place, and it's right in here. It's almost the same as one that holds your pulley in a place, just a little bit bigger, I believe. So now I'm going to take the snap rings again. Snap ring pliers, I'm sorry. Gotta see it. There you go. And stretch it. Take it out. There you go. And the coil will just slide right out. I'm gonna now. Let's see. Zoom out a little bit again. To put everything back together, you're just gonna go in reverse order. Well, you have to be mindful that this coil, right in the back of the coil, you're going to have this this piece right here. That's going to line up with right in here. We're going to hit that indented place inside your inside the compressor, the face of the compressor. So basically, when you look at the wire, it's going to face the top of the compressor. So just kind of wiggle around until it locks. It kind of snaps in place. Again, I don't have a new coil, but I'm just going to put this one back in. And take your snap ring again. Now this can be a little bit tricky when you're working under the hood, but it can be done. You just have to be a little bit more patient with it, and it might take a little longer than this, but I've done it before. One other thing you want to do, you have a pliers ready, a screwdriver, a flat screwdriver. You kind of put it in there. This screwdriver, just hold one edge of it until it gets in there. And just kind of tap it in until it snaps in. There you go. So now it's secure. Now the next, you're gonna have to press your pulley back on the compressor. What I like to do, in this particular case, I have a socket. I can't really see the size of it, but what you want to find, the socket that actually is the same size as the inner race of your bearing. Let me see if I can. So this is the inner race of your bearing. This is what you want to tap it with, so that you don't want to damage your bearing on your pulley. So now just simply place it back in the plate and push it in a little bit, and then take your socket, gently tap it in place. It really doesn't take that much of force to do it. It's right from history. And take your ring, snap ring again, and again have your screwdriver ready. Make sure it's in there pretty good. Alright. Then you're gonna put your clutch back in. Just make sure you have your spacer in there, don't lose the spacer. Slide it back in place. Now you should use a little bit of Loctite on your bolt that keeps your coil in there. And tighten it down. Then I'm going to use my chain wrench again to wrap it around. Okay, I got my wrench around, so you really don't have to be super tight so you don't damage your clutch or anything. So now this is going to hold you in place, and get your wrench, get your bolt tight. And again, it's not a bad idea to put some Loctite on it. And this actually wrench really helps a lot when you work under the hood. You got not enough room to work. So this is it. It's together. Alright, that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching. See you next time.